Hey everyone, welcome to Building Faster Websites Getting Started with Web Performance. My name is Luke Harrison and I'm going to be your instructor for this course. I'm a front-end developer from Sheffield in the UK who's been doing this job for around 10 years now. In this time, I've worked for businesses such as internet service provider BT Plusnet and the UK's leading motor finance technology company Evolution Funding. I've had the opportunity to write for Web Designer magazine, as well as some popular websites you may have heard of, CSS Tricks, Creative Block and Smasher Magazine. So, you may be thinking, what will this course cover and who is it for? Let's start with the first column. We'll take a look at what web performance actually means and why it matters. We'll explore how web performance can be measured, which tools you should use, and what you can do to integrate it into your project workflow. And then, the real meat of the course begins. I believe one of the best ways you can learn is by doing, so at this point we'll begin the practical segment. This will involve downloading files for a basic, average website made with common frameworks such as Bootstrap and jQuery. We'll measure this website, record its key metrics as they stand, and then, step by step, I'll teach you how to improve its performance through optimization. Along the way, as changes are made, we'll generate new measurements to see the real-world impact our performance optimizations have on the website's key metrics. By the time you're finished, you will have turned a slower than average website into one optimized for quick loading times, even on poor connections such as 3G. Now, on to the second column. Who is this course for? Primarily, I'd say it's meant for developers with no real knowledge of web performance optimization, who want to take their first step into a larger world. Spoiler alert, one thing we'll learn is a direct link between web performance and revenue. So naturally, as more and more businesses discover this for themselves, the demand for developers with this know-how will naturally grow along with it. Basically, you're doing yourself a favour by putting in the time now to expand your skill set. So later, if you're fighting for a promotion or applying for new opportunities, being able to demonstrate knowledge of web performance optimization will put you ahead of the competition. Aside from developers, there's value in other professionals learning about the merits of web performance. After all, achieving a good performing website should be a shared responsibility across all stakeholders in the business, not just the devs. For project managers and marketers, being knowledgeable about web performance and the impact it can have, good or bad, on KPIs such as conversions and bounce rates means that when you're briefing in a new project, you can list good performance as a requirement and allow time for it in the schedule. Your developers will love you for it. For search engine optimizers, one thing you'll learn is how search engine algorithms are taking more and more notice of a website's performance when calculating its organic ranking position. And for QA, knowing about web performance and how to test, measure and validate any improvements will allow you to test more thoroughly by making sure that developers are meeting any performance requirements listed in the brief. So, now we've got the introduction out of the way, it's time to start learning about web performance. Ready to go?